Sorry, I'll try harder.
Hello? Hey girl,
Michael
what's
Jackson
up?
dating history.
How you doing?
Stephanie
I
Mills,
wanted to
Tatum
check in
O'Neal,
with
and
you.
Maureen McCormick.
Tonight is gonna be it's gonna be interesting. Because we're gonna look into the history of Michael Jackson's dating life. And the reason why I decided to touch on this subject is because Michael Jackson, he has a movie coming out. He has somehow captured my daughter's attention from beyond the grave. Then I was listening to Ricky Smiley the other day, and he was saying that his 7-year-old twin daughters, are completely fascinated with him. And it brought me to thinking, like, what if we were never exposed to the lies that, or not necessarily lies, but the way that society did us with him? What if we never knew and we were the kids today? How would we see Michael? And then I started to think, Michael was a man. So let's take a look at the women that he were linked to, because now that I'm a grown woman, I can say that variety is the spice of life, and there are a lot of different type of people out there. So I thought it would be very interesting, because when you really think about it, Michael Jackson's music was very beautiful. It was very sexy. And a man that is that sexy in his movements, honey, them hips got to work, okay? And then I heard that him and Jack A say, honey, he was busting it wide open. So I said, let me put on my Inspector Gadget hat and do a little digging. So I'm going to put my spin on it from a grown woman's perspective. So let's go. All right, girl, tune in. All right, bye. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm doing good. Thank y'all for asking me, even though I know y'all ain't here to ask me. You better ask how I'm doing. Okay, I'm doing good. I hope y'all is too. So y'all know what I just said, because y'all was listening. I know y'all was. I'm finna put myself up here over this lady here, because honey, she ain't even in the picture. Who is that woman? Who is that white woman that was trying to say she dated Michael, but she wasn't even born? Lord, we know he like them Caucasian, but I don't think he was dating fetuses. Okay, so let's get started, y'all. First, let's take a look at who this man was. Not that long, but this video is going to be lengthy, more than likely 2 stories, because I'm going to look at each woman that he was alleged with. All right, so Michael Jackson, born 1958, he passed in 2009, was an iconic American singer, songwriter, and a badass dancer, baby. Them hips was made for moving, and that's showed what they did, huh? Play with it. Okay. Famously known as the King of Pop, he rose from child star with the Jackson 5 to become a global music icon, legend, breaking racial barriers and revolutionizing pop music. Remember, all I really gotta say is they don't really care about us. Michael Jackson told us that years ago. Now y'all see, okay? Now y'all see. This ICE situation, baby, I ain't touching them, because I might be black, baby, but they not finna come up in my house trying to kill me. Okay? Yeah, I don't care what y'all got to say. Nah, I ain't scary. I ain't trying to die. Because they out there killing white people now. So you know damn sure they'll pull a gun on my 6-foot tall black ass with the quickness. I'm not going to give them a reason to. Okay? Okay? So, revolutionizing pop music, dance, popularizing movies like the moonwalk, which I still do today. I'm a really good moonwalker, guys. And that's a joke. Music videos with groundbreaking albums like Thriller before his untimely passing in 2009. He started as the lead singer of the Jackson 5, achieving major... Y'all. Jackson 5. Okay, I said it. Achieving major hits in the late 1960s and early 1970s. He launched a massive solo career with albums like Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad and Dangerous, defining pop music for decades. He transformed music videos into cinematic art forms, influencing countless artists across genres. You know, I remember that video with him and Paul McCartney. That was the most... that was my video. Okay. And he broke racial barriers on MTV and dominated global charts, becoming one of the most influential entertainers ever. So Michael came to this motherfucking planet and blew this motherfucker up. All right? So now I cussed. Y'all know I can't do it without cussing. The Lord's still working on my tongue. So let's get started and check out the first woman that Michael was alleged to be dating, okay? Okay, so they are alleging that Tatum O'Neal was his first girlfriend, but I'm going to let you listen to an audio of Stephanie Mills explaining her role in his life, which it makes sense because y'all, everybody know, be mad if you want to when I'm saying it. Before a black man get big, who he be with? Then when he get a little coins in his pocket, who he go to? Then when he get more coins in his pocket, who he marry? Okay? So he go from black to light-skinned to Caucasian. So let's get started, guys.
Years ago, you and Michael Jackson used to go out.
Yes, it's true.
People don't believe he ever had a black girlfriend.
I was his only little chocolate drop.
Not even Michael Jackson. Did you used to date Michael Jackson?
I used to date Michael Jackson, but we were young.
But
Yes,
that was
and
back
chocolate
in
baby.
the 70s and 80s when people didn't kiss and tell. You know, you didn't
Busted
kiss.
wide, he
Now,
was busting
everybody
wide
tells
open,
everything.
busted wide open,
But back
busted
then,
wide open,
we
busted wide open.
dated,
Hey!
for a while.
This was during the time of when he was doing the Wiz movie and before that. See, I knew Michael before that because he used to come to the show all the time and hang out backstage with me. Well, Michael was really, really shy, but I was aggressive.
Oh, girl, you know at that time.
That don't it be like that though? Hold on, y'all.
America wanted to be.
Look, real talk, don't it be like that? Like when you get a guy, he cute, but he shy. Baby, look, I'm not an aggressive type, but for some reason, a cute, shy man, baby, I role play like a motherfucker for his ass, okay? I'm a teacher, you the stupid. Jokes. But anyway, let's finish her story, guys.
And I just knew. Every girl in America wanted to be Mrs. Michael Jackson, and I just knew that I was going to be Mrs. Michael Jackson.
I used to stay with him. Well, actually, we used to sleep in the same bed when he was shooting the Wiz movie.
She said she was sleeping in the bed, y'all.
He told me I was going to be Mrs. Michael Jackson.
Sure.
And we spent I got a chance to spend a lot of time with him, especially when he came back. Well, he would come to the show almost every day and sit back and watch, and I got a chance to go to the house.
He ain't had that money yet.
Well, he was doing the Wiz, and we lived on Sutton. Not we, but we, he stayed on Sutton Place, and I used to stay there and go with him to the film and stuff.
I used to do Michael's laundry because I used to spend the night over there.
Washing clothes.
This is the first time that I've ever told anybody that. He lived on Sutton
And he was looking black, y'all. He was looking black, y'all. That fro, baby. That fro. Honey, let me tell you something. I see a black man with a fro, and I get excited today.
He's very real, and and I've never spoke about that, but he's very just a regular kind of guy. We would do laundry together.
Yeah.
I did.
So apparently the reason why Michael Jackson and Stephanie Mills separated was career paths and wanting different things, which is pretty typical. But she's saying that she was ready to marry Michael because she heard it in her own words, and felt that their paths diverged due to his desire to be the biggest star in the world and his strategic approach to his career. So he put his career first. She wanted to get married and he wasn't ready, period. Point blank and simple. And they were dating between the years of 1977 and 1980. Okay? So that's woman number one, Stephanie Mills. Shock one for me, to be honest. But let's go on to the next woman. So I just want to reiterate something. It looks like Stephanie was the woman that he got involved with during the movie The Wiz. But he had little kitty likes, and that's what we're going to look at, okay? So Stephanie definitely was in there, but, we're going to give the little teeny bopper girls a little tan, because he was 14 when he was dating Maureen. That ain't even dating, honey. That ain't dating, but we'll look at it. Very, very briefly, Michael was involved with Maureen McCormick, or Marsha. Maureen McCormick, she said that they had a teenage romance and friendship. She admired him. She was just absolutely in love with him. And she felt insecure at his house due to his parents' strictness. Looks like they would hold hands during the date when they were at the ice rink. She said, I was just absolutely in love with Michael Jackson.
There were many
I thought he was
more
the greatest
women.
star ever. I couldn't even believe that here I am, little Maureen McCormick from the Valley, driving up to the Jackson 5 house and going inside and hanging out. She was 16 and he was 14. So, I mean, that's pretty much just like a little teenage romance, so to speak. So, Yeah, Marsha had someone, but not like that. They were just friends. So stay tuned for videos.